It was not until he saw his wife's life in danger of miscarriage that the president realized that he had already fallen deeply in love with her. But the doctor told him that he could only save one of his wife and the baby. "I beg you, don't hurt my child. Can you please not sign?" Faced with his wife's plea, the president chose without hesitation to save his wife. Because everything his wife was going through was caused by his own selfishness. Turns out that 2 months ago, a girl with a high fever wandered into the wrong room and crossed paths with the CEO by mistake. But it was this unexpected encounter that led to the girl becoming pregnant with the president's baby. However, the president was unwilling to give up the person who had always been his first love. But his mother believed that, as the only male heir in 6 generations, it was imperative to preserve this child. So the president chose to marry the girl under an agreement. In this way, the ordinary girl unknowingly married into a wealthy family, but in their married life, the girl's sincerity and kindness gradually melted the president's originally cold heart, just as their feelings for each other began to warm up. The president's first love returned to the country. The girl knew that the president had never gotten over his first love. At this moment, she felt as if she had made a mistake, humbly stating that she was just the housekeeper for the president's family. The purpose was to avoid any misunderstanding between the president and his first love. But the humble girl had long since fallen in love with her husband to avoid losing control of her emotions. She handed the president's clothes to his first love and quickly walked away from the scene. The president instinctively wanted to chase after his wife, but his assistant stopped him. "Michelle, whom you've waited for 3 years, has finally returned. If you chase after her now, the truth about you and the young lady won't be kept secret any longer." At this moment, the president was extremely conflicted. He didn't want his wife to be wronged, but he also didn't want his first love to know that he was already married. Little did he know that his indecisiveness was causing his wife great pain. At this time, his first love told him that she had an accident abroad last month, resulting in damage to her vocal cords. And she could never pursue her dream of being a singing star again. So now, she could only return home and rely on the president. The aggrieved first love completely dispelled the president's idea of chasing after his wife. The girl, not wanting to cause the president any trouble, packed her things and prepared to move back to her own home. She found an excuse to call her mother-in-law to say goodbye. But just as she was turning away in disappointment, she was accidentally knocked down by a passerby. The girl's stomach hurt unbearably. The passerby hurriedly picked up the girl's phone and called back the mother-in-law. Fortunately, because she was sent to the hospital in time, both mother and child were safe. The kind-hearted mother-in-law looked at the girl lying in bed and felt a deep sense of unease. She had long since grown fond of this adorable daughter-in-law.